Picture this. You're at your granddaughter's birthday party. The room is filled with laughter, joy, and the kind of silly stories only kids can tell. Everyone's smiling, soaking in the moment. And then suddenly, it hits you. That familiar, unmistakable urge. A quiet panic rises in your chest because you know you need to find a bathroom right now. But the question is, will you make it in time? Or maybe you're the woman who's already done the math, memorizing every restroom location in every store before you even step inside. You might have caught yourself holding back a deep, genuine laugh, not because you don't want to enjoy the moment, but because you're terrified of what might come after. If any of this sounds like your life, my modern and unstoppable seniors, then I want you to listen closely, because what I'm about to say might surprise you. You've probably heard from friends, or even some well-meaning doctors, that bladder issues are just part of getting older, that it's normal, that you just need to accept it, stock up on pads or even diapers, and quietly give up some of the freedom you once had. But here's the truth. That's only half the story. What if I told you that there are everyday habits, things you're likely doing right now, that aren't harmless at all? Habits that could actually be making your bladder control worse. And believe it or not, one of these habits is something most women your age think is good for their health. I spent over 15 years working closely with women just like you, women who thought this was their new normal. Women who stopped going to their book clubs, skipped their daily walks, even hesitated to hug their grandchildren because they were scared. Scared of accidents, scared of embarrassment. But then, they found out what I'm about to share today, and everything changed. This isn't about complicated surgeries or pricey treatments. It's about simple changes to everyday habits that can start restoring your confidence, starting today. So, my modern and unstoppable seniors, before we dive into these 6 powerful habits you must avoid, I want you to do one thing for me. If you're truly ready, tired of planning your day around bathrooms, ready to laugh freely again without fear, and eager to reclaim your independence, type "ready" in the comments right now. Because this isn't just information. It's your roadmap back to the life you deserve. And if you know a sister, a friend, or a neighbor who's silently struggling with this, hit that like button and share this video. Because no one should face this alone. Together, in Wellness for Modern Seniors, we're not just sharing health tips, we're giving you back your freedom. Now, let's get started. Ready? Let's go. Habit number 1, holding it in too long. Let's talk about the first habit I see far too often, holding it in for way too long. Meet Helen. She's 74, sharp as a tack, and a proud gardener who loves tending to her roses every morning. But Helen has a routine she thinks is helping her. She calls it bladder training. She tells herself, "I won't go until I really have to." She believes that by waiting longer, she's strengthening her bladder muscles, like giving them a workout. So she waits through morning news shows, errands, chats with friends, even while running a few quick errands around town. And then, when she finally can't hold it anymore, it's a mad dash to the bathroom. But here's what Helen doesn't realize. Holding your urine in too long isn't a strength builder. In fact, it does the exact opposite. Your bladder is a muscle, just like your legs or your arms. When you stretch it out beyond its comfort zone, you're actually confusing it. Instead of sending clear signals when it's time to go, your bladder starts sending mixed messages. Sometimes it tells you to go when it's too early. Sometimes it waits too long. The muscles that keep everything in place, the pelvic floor muscles, begin to tire and weaken under the stress. And that's when those frustrating accidents happen. Not because you're weak or failing, but because your body is under unnecessary stress it wasn't designed for. A lot of women believe they're doing something smart by toughing it out. But bladder health isn't about being tough. It's about listening to your body and working with it. So, what can you do instead? Start small. Set a timer on your phone every 2 to 3 hours. Not when you feel desperate. Not when you're already panicking. But calmly, regularly, and consistently. This simple habit helps your bladder relearn its natural rhythm. It reduces those unpredictable urges. And most importantly, it puts you back in control. No more frantic, panic-filled dashes to the bathroom. Instead, you get peaceful, predictable breaks that your body can rely on. This shift might feel strange at first, but trust me, it's powerful. It's the first step toward reclaiming your independence and your confidence. Now, that's one habit down, and a big one at that. But the journey doesn't stop here. Next, we'll talk about something many women love, but might actually be making bladder problems worse, especially in the morning. Stay with me, my modern and unstoppable seniors, because this next habit could surprise you. Habit number 2, that morning cup of coffee, or 2. Let's talk about mornings, that quiet, comforting time many of us treasure. For Susan, 68 years young and full of life, her morning isn't complete without not 1, but 2 strong cups of black coffee. It's her ritual, her moment of peace before the day takes off. But here's the catch: by mid-morning, Susan has already made 3 trips to the bathroom. What started as a cozy coffee break is turning into a stressful game of where's the nearest restroom? Coffee is more than just a pick-me-up. It's a natural diuretic. That means it makes your body produce more urine faster. And that extra urge to go, especially soon after drinking it, can be overwhelming. But that's not all. Coffee is also a bladder irritant. It can make the muscles in your bladder more sensitive, turning little urges into urgent emergencies. It's like hitting the gas pedal when your bladder is already on high alert. If you're like Susan, you might have noticed this pattern. The more coffee you drink early in the day, the harder it gets to control those bathroom urges. Now, I'm not here to tell you to give up coffee forever. That's not realistic, and frankly, it's unnecessary. Instead, try this. Start by cutting back just a little. Replace 1 cup of coffee with warm water or herbal tea, something gentle that won't irritate your bladder. Notice how your body responds. And here's a tip. Try to avoid coffee right before you head out for errands or social visits. Give yourself time to enjoy your coffee at home, where you have easy bathroom access. This simple adjustment can reduce those urgent bathroom trips and ease the pressure on your bladder throughout the day. So, my modern and unstoppable seniors, if coffee has been part of your daily struggle, don't worry. A little change can make a big difference. Next, we'll explore a habit that seems harmless, but is actually quietly undermining your bladder health in ways you might never suspect. Stay tuned. Habit number 3, ignoring hydration and drinking too little water now. This next habit might surprise you because it's the opposite of what many people think is healthy. Not drinking enough water. Meet Betty. She's 70, an avid reader, and the proud matriarch of a big family. Betty has started limiting her water intake because she thinks that if she drinks less, she'll have fewer bathroom trips. Seems logical, right? But here's the catch. Dehydration can actually worsen bladder control. When your body is dehydrated, the urine becomes more concentrated and irritating to the bladder lining. This can trigger spasms and increase the feeling of urgency. So instead of fewer trips, you might end up making more and feeling more uncomfortable each time. Plus, not drinking enough water can cause constipation, which puts extra pressure on the bladder and pelvic muscles, making leakage more likely. So, my modern and unstoppable seniors, the goal isn't to avoid water. It's to hydrate wisely. Aim for consistent hydration throughout the day. Sip water regularly, but avoid gulping large amounts all at once, which can flood the bladder and cause sudden urges. If plain water feels boring, add a slice of lemon or a few fresh berries to make it more enjoyable and bladder-friendly. Remember, Healthy hydration supports your entire body, including your bladder and pelvic floor muscles. Drinking well doesn't mean overdoing it or underdoing it. It means finding balance. Next, we'll dive into a surprising daily habit that many think helps, but actually harms your bladder control in a big way. Hold tight. Habit number 4. Overdoing the caffeine and sugary drinks throughout the day. Now, let's talk about something that sneaks up on many women: the extra caffeine and sugary drinks throughout the day. You might be reaching for that afternoon soda, sweetened tea, or even energy drinks to keep you going. But here's what you might not realize. These beverages are major culprits when it comes to bladder irritation and worsening leaks. Caffeine, just like in your morning coffee, acts as a diuretic. It speeds up urine production and can make your bladder muscles hyperactive. Sugar, on the other hand, can increase inflammation in your body, including in the delicate tissues of your bladder. Mix those together, and you've got a recipe for frequent urges, urgency leaks, and the embarrassment that comes with it. Take Carol, for example. At 69, she loved her afternoon iced tea and sweet treats. But every day, she noticed more sudden urges and the fear of accidents when she was out and about. The good news? Cutting back on caffeine and sugary drinks is one of the easiest habits to adjust, and it can make a big difference. Try swapping your usual soda or sweet tea for flavored water or herbal infusions that soothe rather than irritate. And if you do enjoy caffeine, keep it limited to your morning cup or two and avoid it later in the day. Small changes like these can calm your bladder and give you more freedom to enjoy your day without worrying about finding a bathroom at a moment's notice. Remember, my modern and unstoppable seniors, your choices matter, and you hold the power to change how you feel every day. Up next, a habit you might never have thought about that can silently weaken your pelvic muscles. Stay with me. Habit number 5, neglecting pelvic floor exercises. Now let's get into something that might feel a little awkward to talk about, but is absolutely crucial: pelvic floor exercises. You see, the pelvic floor muscles are like a natural hammock supporting your bladder, uterus, and bowels. When these muscles get weak, it's much harder to control urine flow. Many women think that leaking or urgency is just part of aging, but often it's because these muscles haven't been exercised or cared for properly. Meet Joan. At 74, Joan was embarrassed by her leaks and often avoided social events. She assumed this was just her new normal until she learned about pelvic floor exercises. These simple moves, sometimes called kedgels, strengthen the muscles that hold everything in place. And the best part? You can do them anytime, anywhere. No equipment needed. Here's how you do it. Imagine you're trying to stop the flow of urine midstream. Those are the muscles you want to squeeze and hold for a count of 5. Then relax. For 5. Repeat this 10 times, 3 times a day. Consistency is key. Over weeks, you'll likely notice fewer leaks, better control, and even improvements in other areas like posture and core strength. So, my modern and unstoppable seniors, don't let embarrassment hold you back from regaining control. Incorporate pelvic floor exercises into your daily routine, and you'll be amazed at the difference. Coming up next, the final habit that many women overlook, but is a total game changer for bladder health. Habit number 6, using bathroom products that harm more than help. Now, let's talk about a habit that many women don't even realize could be making things worse. The bathroom products you use. From harsh soaps and scented wipes to certain pads and sprays. Many products marketed as freshness enhancers can irritate the delicate skin around your urinary tract. This irritation can increase bladder sensitivity, causing urgency and discomfort that might lead to leaks. Take Helen's story. She started using scented wipes after every bathroom visit, thinking it was helping her stay clean and confident. But instead, She began experiencing more frequent urges and itching. The key here is to be gentle with your body. Opt for fragrance-free, gentle cleansers and avoid douching or harsh sprays. When it comes to pads or liners, choose those designed specifically for sensitive skin and bladder support, not just for absorption. And remember, whenever possible, allow your skin to breathe. By changing products regularly and avoiding long periods of dampness, by switching to kinder, bladder-friendly products, you're giving your body the chance to heal and function better. So, my modern and unstoppable seniors, by avoiding these 6 habits, you're not just managing symptoms, you're reclaiming your life. No more fear of leaks. No more planning every step around the bathroom. Just freedom to laugh, hug, and live fully again. If this message resonated with you, comment "Ready for Freedom" and let us know which habit surprised you the most. And if you know a sister, friend, or neighbor who's struggling in silence, share this video with them. Let's grow a community where we support and empower each other. Subscribe to Wellness for Modern Seniors, because here, we don't just share tips, we give you back your freedom and confidence. Thank you for spending this time with me. Here's to your health, happiness, and unstoppable spirit.